Greetings children, welcome to the online classes. This is Aishwarya. Please like and subscribe the channel for the further updated videos. The following videos for class 6, subject general science, chapter 9, the living organisms, characteristics and their habitats. Now, in the last few classes, we learned about what are the organisms that are living on earth, what are their habitats, how are they differentiated mainly. Some are terrestrial habitats and some are aquatic habitats. Among terrestrial habitats, we learned about desert habitat, mountainous regions, grasslands. Then among some aquatic habitats, we learned about oceans, ponds and lakes. Now, today we are going to learn more about the characteristics of organisms. Now, I hope you have your textbooks with you. Please keep the textbook with you. I'm reading out from page number 86. We will learn it and understand with the lesson itself. Okay, so page number 86, characteristics of organisms. We went on a journey through different habitats and discussed many plants and animals in activity 1. We listed objects, plants and animals found in different surroundings. Suppose we stop a while and think what examples in our list are living. Let us think of examples from a forest. Trees, creepers, small and big animals, birds, snakes, insects, rocks, soil, water, air, dry leaves, dead animals, mushrooms and moss may be only some of the objects that are present in the forest, which of these are living. Think of the object that you can see around you at the moment and group them as living and non-living. In some cases, it is easy for us to know. For example, we know that the object like chair or a table are not alive. Now, um, Paheli was reading this rhyme from uh, Complete Nonsense written by Edward Lear. Paheli and Bhojo found the poem very funny because they knew that a chair or a table is not alive and it cannot talk or walk. Chair, table, stones or a coin are not alive. Similarly, we do not know that we are alive and so we are and so are all the people of the world. We also see animals around us that are full of life, like dogs, cats, monkeys, squirrels, insects, and many more. How do we know that something is living? Often, it is not easy to decide if we told that the plants are living, but they do not move like dog or a pigeon. On the other hand, a car or a bus can move, but still we consider them as non-living. Plants and animals appear to grow in size with time, but then at times clouds in the sky also seem to grow in size. Does it mean that the clouds are living? No. So, how does one distinguish between living and non-living things? Do living things have some common characteristics that make them very different from the non-living? You are a wonderful example of living being. You and me, we are a good example of living beings. What characteristics do you have which make you different from non-living things? List a few of the characteristics in your notebook. Look at your list and mark those characteristics that you have listed, which may also be found in animals or plants. Some of these characteristics are perhaps common to all living things. Now, the first characteristics. Do all organisms need food? Do all organisms need food? Now, in chapter 1 and 2, we learned that all living things need food and how essential it is to animals and to us. We have also learned that plants make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process with which the plants make their own food. Then animals depend on plants and other animals for their food. Like herbivorous animals, they eat the other plants. Then omnivorous or carnivorous animals, they are dependent on the other animals for their food. Food gives organisms the energy needed for them to grow. Organisms also need energy for other life processes that go on inside them. Yes, then the next question arises. Do all organisms show growth? Does the kurta you had 4 years back still fit you? You cannot wear it anymore, isn't it? You must have grown taller during these years. You may not realize it, but you are growing all the time, and in few more years you will become an adult. Young ones of animals also grow into adults. You would surely have noticed pups grow into an adult. A chick hatched from an egg grows into a hen or a cock, right? The puppy, if you have seen puppies, they grow very fast. Even the chick becomes a chicken very soon, isn't it? Plants also grow. Look around you and see few plants of a particular type. Some are very small and young, some are bigger. They may be different in stages of growth. Look at the plants after few days and weeks. You may find that some of them have grown in size. Growth seems to be common to all living things. So, do you think non living things show growth? No, there is growth only in the living things. Next is, do all organisms respire? Respire means the uh, breathing that happens in our body is called respiration. Let's see the proper definition. Respiration is the process of breathing in oxygen and breathing out carbon dioxide. Our body requires oxygen which we breathe in, and we breathe out carbon dioxide which is not necessary by our body. Now continuing with the reading from page number 88. Do all organisms respire? Can we live without breathing? When we inhale, the air moves from outside to the inside of our body. When we breathe out, the air moves from inside our body to outside. Breathing is a part of the process called respiration. In respiration, some of the oxygen of the air we breathe in is used by the body. We breathe out carbon dioxide produced in this process. The process of breathing in animals like cows, buffaloes, dogs, or cat is similar to humans. Observe any one of these animals which they are taking when they are taking rest, and notice the movement of their abdomen. The slow movement indicates that they are breathing. Respiration is a necessary for all living organisms. It is through respiration that the body finally obtains energy from food it takes. Some animals may have different mechanisms for exchange of gases, which is a part of the respiration process. For example, earthworms breathe through their skin. Then fish, we have learned that they breathe through their skin. They have gills. Sorry, the fish we have learned have gills for using oxygen dissolved in the water. The gills absorb oxygen from the air in dissolved in water. Do plants also respire? Exchange of gases in plants mainly takes place through the leaves. The leaves take in air through tiny pores in them. What is the tiny pores called as? Stomata. And use the oxygen. Then give out carbon dioxide to the air. We learned that in sunlight, plants use carbon dioxide to produce food and give out oxygen. The amount of oxygen released in the process of food preparation by plants is much more than the oxygen they use in respiration. Respiration in plants takes place day and night. Mainly it happens during the night. So in the next video we will learn about, do all organisms respond to stimuli, then living organisms and excretion, do all organisms reproduce their own kind, then do all organisms move. We'll complete that in the next video. So stay at home, stay safe, take care of yourself, keep learning children. Please read the textbooks whenever you're free. Okay, thank you.